Tequila used to be the low life of the spirit world, now has the nation's fastest rising sales. There are so many ways to enjoy tequila. Today, I've set out to create my own original recipe.
But in order to do so, I had to travel to the heart of it all, Jalisco, Guadalajara, Mexico, where I can learn the production process, get some insight from the locals, and maybe even pick up an ingredient or two.
We are now 35 kilometers, that's 22 miles away, from downtown Guadalajara. Hacienda San Jose de Refugio, also known as Casa Herradura, is one of the oldest and most respected producers of tequila. Located in the village of Amatitan, this beautiful estate has been around since 1870 and is the perfect place for me to learn about where tequila begins. The wonderful people here at Herradura have arranged a very special behind-the-scenes tour of exactly what it takes to distinguish them as one of the best tequilas in the world.
My name is Ruben Aceves Vidrio, and my title is the Global Director for Brand Development. Tequila originated back in the 13th century when there was a lot of wild agave plantations, and the Indians really didn't know what to do with this plant until one stormy day, one lightning struck an agave and it was instantly cooked. So that's how the Indians realized that there was some kind of like a magical juice, and they tried it and they began to experience a very unusual happiness. Tequila, it's very mixable, can create a lot of very nice, fancy, beautiful cocktails, but also, and most importantly, tequila, it's a very nice, fine sipping spirit.
Our first stop is the fields of the blue agave. The plant, used to make tequila, grows in and is nourished by the volcanic ash in the soil of the region. The cultivation of agave is a family business with the skills passed down from the jimador, or harvester, to his sons. We're meeting up with the head jimador to learn how the agave starts its long journey to Mexico's favorite beverage, tequila.
Now that we're here, can you walk me through the process of what
You want to
doing?
go up
Yes.
close? All right. This guy is one of the jimadores, the harvester, who goes to the field and start harvesting. The tool he uses is called COA.
COA.
C-O-A.
COA.
So he cuts all the pricky leaves away from agave and he gets the heart, which we call piña.
Okay. This is the piece of the agave that's already starting to ferment. You can see it's very red in color. It smells, you can already smell the alcohol sugars coming out of it, which is amazing. And then I took a little taste of it. And then you want to spit it out because it's still very bitter, but you can tell the process has already started. The tequila is starting to form right here on the field. It's pretty amazing.
For the jimadores, yes, they come here and start harvesting, and it keeps going. He works from 6 a.m. till 11.
Okay.
So in this 4 to 5 hours, he must harvest about 120 agave plants. They work very hard in a short time, but since their job is very important, that's why they are the rest of the day they relax,
It's all theirs.
have some tequilas and
A little Herradura.
a lot.
A lot of
and
Herradura.
jimador too.
And jimador.
Yes.
The average daily yield per field is between 4,000 and 5,000 piñas, depending on the need of the company.
Now, how does a jimador know when the agave is ripe or mature?
Most of the time when he goes to the field, he watches the agave plant, see the color and the smell. And well, when the agave has a lot of dry leaves and the color is kind of a little already yellow with black spots, that's the sign that the agave is already mature. If he decides that this agave is not mature, he doesn't harvest, he goes to another.
Moves to
So
next.
he's selecting the finest. Ready?
Okay.
Don't get too close to your body.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go, guys. I'm gonna give it a stab with the COA.
Remember, skill, not strength. Excellent. She's a natural. Got it. There you are, Catherine.
I
Great.
did it. A piña.
That's why I told you there are not
Yeah.
female Himadoras.
Yeah, that would be a long day.
Look, they got a rabbit. We eat that a lot.
This field, as you can tell, has already been cleared. We've been here for maybe half an hour, and granted they've been here all day, but we've seen the last portion of it already become completely finished, which is amazing. So now they're gonna pretty much already taken the trucks and the day is over and the guys are out of here. What's the next step?
Well, there are these guys who are the chargers that load the trucks over there, and we take the piñas straight to the factory, which we are going to see next, and I'm going to explain the process over there.
The day may be over for the Jimadores, but our journey into the wonderful world of tequila has just begun. Coming up, we head to the plant where the piña are transformed into the drink known the world over as tequila. We're traveling through Guadalajara, Mexico to investigate the national drink tequila. Our goal is to learn everything we can and use that information to make our very own tequila cocktail. We've seen the fields where the blue agave is harvested, and now it's on to Casa Herradura to see how the piñas are turned into the spirit.
This is the factory number 4. So you can see the ovens, which at this company we have ovens just like in the old times. Stone, wood, and clay. 26 hours of cooking, and after we cook, we open the oven and we let it cool for 24 hours.
Once the cooking process is complete, it's on to the milling. The roasted piñas are shredded and pressed. The juices are extracted and sent by pipes into fermenting tanks or vats. The leftover pulp is made into organic fertilizer to be used with the next crop.
And now we have to go to the fermentation area.
Unlike other estates, Casa Herradura has the perfect environment that allows for a natural fermentation. During this process, the wild yeast acts upon the sugars of the agave plant, converting them into alcohol.
Now we are going to distill.
The fermented juices are pumped into large stills and heated by steam to about 85 degrees Celsius. This causes the alcohol to turn to vapor, which rises and passes through a cold water condenser, cooling the vapor back into a liquid. Of this new liquid, the first and last 25 liters, or heads and tails, are discarded.
Keep the body and we fill this. So once we fill it, that's the end of the first distillation. After the first distillation, we get a liquid which is called ordinary liquid, which is only 25% alcohol. But that's not tequila yet, because to be tequila, it needs to be at least 35%. So we gotta go with a second distillation process.
Go through the entire process one more time.
But slower.
And this time still getting rid of the heads and the
The
tails.
same way, but slower. The first distillation lasts 3 hours and the second lasts 6 hours. And after the second distillation, we can have tequila blanco. If we want to produce reposados, añejos, or extra añejos, we use barrels. So we will fill it with white tequila, with tequila blanco, and we leave it there. The longer it stays in the barrel, white tequila gets darker, smells woody, and tastes much more oaky. That's what happens.
Just the natural process.
Natural
You add
process.
nothing to it.
Nothing
Just let
at
the
all.
agave do its own thing.
Exactly.
Most tequila reposado brands are commonly aged for at least 2 months. Casa Herradura Estate ages their reposado for 11 months and their tequila añejo for 24 months, double that of their competitors. Extra añejo's typical time in the barrels is 3 years or more. Herradura Selección Suprema is on a strict aging diet of 4 years and 1 month.
We are proud. We have tequila Herradura in our blood. It's part of our history.
Yes.
That's what we want to share.
We are very happy and honored that you let us into your home and showed us this amazing process.
On behalf of Casa Herradura, thanks for being here. On behalf of my director, Ruben Aceves, thanks for being here, and I hope you have enjoyed this.
I have very much enjoyed it. Thank you, Jose. You've
My
given us
pleasure.
a wonderful tour,
My
and
pleasure.
I do appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Now that we've seen how tequila is made, it's time to find out what makes it so special to the culture and lifestyle of the people of Mexico. Then it's time to head home and make my very own original tequila cocktail next. Guadalajara is the capital city of the Mexican state of Jalisco and the seat of the municipality of Guadalajara. The city is located in the central region of the state and in the western Pacific area of Mexico. Guadalajara is the second most populous metropolitan area in Mexico, right behind Mexico City. Not only is Guadalajara the birthplace of tequila, it is also home to many interesting sights. Along with the sights, Guadalajara has a rich variety of architectural styles. The city's colonial architecture is a product of French and Spanish influences that were current in Europe at the time of Guadalajara's initial settlement. The best part of Guadalajara, though, is the shopping.
Too big. You think it's too much, don't you?
Along with all of the boutiques where a girl can find everything she wants, the place to go are the markets. Everything is fresh and local, so no matter what you buy, you know it's gonna be good.
Now I'm searching for ingredients or ideas for my original recipe. So I want to get to the fresh fruits and vegetables because I think that would be a great mix with the Herradura that we tasted yesterday.
Every country has items unique to their regions, and Mexico is no different. I need to get a feel for the local taste palette to add that extra authenticity to my cocktail.
Gracias, señor. Okay, now it's time to cool down. I think I have everything I need, so it's off to find a cantina
And get back to the real reason we're here, the tequila.
Bueno, el tequila es la bebida preferida de México.
Bueno, hay una que le llaman herradura, casco viejo, no sé, tradicional.
Sausa, unitos, tradicional.
El tequila Herradura es favorito aquí, pues hay muchos, pero el tequila es el mejor. Solo cuando una fiesta muy importante que celebrar con tequila, vámonos.
En todas las fiestas se toma tequila. No puede faltar el tequila.
¡Viva México!
Estamos en la maestranza cantina. Lo que pide más la gente es el tequila y la hierbabuena. El tequila la gente lo prefiere tomar derecho o mezclado con squirt. Son las dos formas que más se pide.
Hola.
Buenas noches, bienvenida.
Buenas noches.
¿Qué te puedo servir?
¿Cuál es tu favorito tequila?
Mi tequila favorito es el antiguo.
Antigua.
Herradura antiguo.
Herradura.
Ajá.
Perfecto. Dame un poquito en un vaso, un shot. Gracias. Perfecto.
As I learned from the locals, mixing margaritas or taking down shots aren't the only ways to enjoy tequila. As a matter of fact, it is most commonly enjoyed on the rocks or mixed with carbonated sodas such as squirt. After all, it is a fine spirit and it should be treated that way.
Well, I have to admit, I love the city of Guadalajara, full of rich tradition, culture, and tequila. I am definitely coming back here. But for now, adios Mexico, and back to USA, where a very good friend of mine is waiting for my new tequila invention. I've been to the agave fields and cut the piña, learned the history and distillation process of the world's finest 100% blue agave tequila. I've soaked up the culture of Jalisco, Mexico, and even spent some time getting pointers from the locals. Now it's time to put all of that to use.
Luckily, I'm not going to have to do this on my own. I'm meeting up with my friend Miguel, who's the executive pastry chef at the Peninsula Beverly Hills, and together, we're going to create our very own original tequila cocktail and pair it with a delicious dessert.
So we're going to create something with tequila. And I see you got the package from our friends over at Herradura. Looks like you've got some blanco and reposado and añejo. I also had some other things sent over that I really want to use when I was down in Mexico. You know, obviously the agave plant is so big in Guadalajara and Jalisco that I wanted to use agave nectar instead of actually using a simple syrup. I had that sent over and I actually had them make an agave nectar syrup. So Miguel, tell me what you have here.
Fresh blackberry, the fresh pineapple juice. We have the cinnamon stick, we have the cream, the sour cream, and whipping cream with cinnamon, you know, ready for the drink.
We're really excited about this. This is a wet rim. You don't see this very often. And we're going to do that on top of the drink to kind of complement the dessert effect.
Exactly.
Now that we have all of our ingredients, we'll start by making the cream for the rim of the glasses. Start with equal parts sour cream and heavy whipping cream. Mix on low until the cream becomes heavier. Use a pony shot, which is the smaller side of your jigger pour, of rompope, a vanilla-flavored Mexican liqueur. Continue mixing until all of the ingredients come together. Now for our cocktail. We will start by muddling 1 fresh sage leaf and 5 or 6 fresh blackberries in our mixing glass. Using a jigger pour, add 1½ parts Herradura añejo, 1/4 part Chambord, and 1/4 part Godiva dark chocolate liqueur. Add 1/2 part lemon juice as well as 1/2 part pineapple juice.
Then again, guys at home, everything needs to be fresh because the fresher it is, the better results you're going to have. It's just going to taste better.
Finally, add 1/2 part of the agave syrup, which is a 1 part pure agave nectar to 2 parts water. Add ice and shake vigorously to really let these ingredients come together for one solidified flavor. Now roll the top of the glass in the cream to coat. I'm only rolling half a glass so we can experience the cocktail both ways. Strain the cocktail mixture into the glasses, serve and enjoy.
Well, let's see how it tastes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's great. The sweetness of the juices and berries along with those liqueurs really complement that smokiness of the tequila.
So good. I guess it's my turn now.
It is your turn. I am
Exactly.
so excited about this.
So we had the tequila Herradura. Now I gotta do is tequila Herradura infused strawberries, blackberry shortcake.
Perfect.
So I got some strawberries that are already pre-cut in here. I have a little bit infused with sugar. The sugar helps to give some moist and that does become the juice.
Add a pony shot of Herradura añejo to your strawberry and blackberry mixture. Toss the fruit to coat in tequila. Grate a lime and add the zest to the fruit. Add the juice from half of a fresh squeezed lime and toss again. Cut your shortcake in half and place on your plate. If you don't have fresh shortcake, you can replace it with a scone of whatever variety you'd like. Spoon the berries on top of the cake and add the cream on top of the berries with the other half of the shortcake. Now for the finishing touch. Spoon the remaining strawberries and blackberries onto the plate for garnish.
Now that is some good stuff. Let's give it a
Be my
shot.
guest.
All right, I want to get the cream, the berry. Oh, it's excellent. Soaked up with the juices. You got to try this, Miguel. Get in there.
I go
Give it a
for
shot.
It looks so delicious.
Oh, it is. It's such a great combination. The sweetness of the berries in both the drink and the dessert really come together with that sharpness of the tequila and the sweet cream.
Oh my God.
I think we did some here. I
Well,
think we got it good.
Exactly.
Now that you know everything there is to know about tequila, I challenge you to come up with your own original recipe using fresh ingredients and a little creativity. The winner of the most original cocktail will receive a special edition cocktail set from our friends at OXO and a very special bottle of Herradura Selección Suprema. Log on to www.mybartendershow.com and submit your creations. The only rule is you must include tequila and some kind of a berry. The rest is up to you. Be creative. The winners will be announced next week on My Bartender. We've explored the history, lived the culture, and now created our very own original tequila cocktail. I know I will never look at tequila the same, and I hope the next time you pick up a bottle from your local liquor store or order a drink at a bar, you will remember to respect it, sip it with care, and of course, drink responsibly. Thank you, Herradura, thank you, Mexico, and thank you, Miguel. Ciao, and I will see you next week on My Bartender Show.